Welcome everyone. Here we are presenting tutorial number 6, that's Python Fundamental. After watching this video, I'm pretty sure that you will be able to distinguish between the programming language code and construct and user defined values. I'm going to explain the Python character set and the tokens which are used in writing the programs. So before starting with our tutorial, if you are new to our channel, please subscribe, and those who have already subscribed, please hit the like and share button. So let's begin. When it's come to fundamentals, we all should know the programming language which we are learning is formed with which character set. So this is the basic where we are going to understand about the character set of Python and the tokens which are going to be used to create the program. So we are going to see each of the tokens one by one and the character set. So this is the character set where it comprises of letters, digits, special symbol, white spaces, and Python is able to understand the all characters which are in ASCII and Unicode format. So this is the set of valid characters that a language can recognize. So if you are writing any word in English, it will be understandable by Python, but it has to be in a proper format, like we have seen the tokens. So tokens are smallest individual unit in a program where in technical terms you can say any word or any symbol or any character is going to be recognized as a token. In technical terms, these tokens are also known as lexical units or lexical elements. So we will have a look on those things. Now, in front of you, there is a simple program in Python which adds two number. So how do we understand that this is the code which has got different tokens? So look, this line has got two tokens in it. One is print function, and the print function is having one string. So print is a function and string is the value which print function prints on the screen. In second line, there is a is equal to 5. This means here there are three tokens. One is a, other one is equal, and third one is the 5. Similarly, there is this line where b is equal to 7. Again, there are three tokens over here. So one token is going to be used by program, that is a and b, and the values which has been assigned like 5 and 7 are the user defined value. Here we have got c is equal to a plus b. So there are total 5 tokens over here. One is c, other one is equal, then next one is a, another is plus, and then b. This line is going to add the value of a and b and going to assign the value to c. And last, there is print function again. Now here you can see the difference between the first print function and the last print function. Here we have got three tokens in it. The print function is accepting a string, that is addition colon comma the value of variable c. So you can understand that these are also tokens. Now if you see, there is one carriage return. This carriage return means there is an enter key which has been understood by Python. So the output of this program will be like this. So we'll move ahead. Keywords. Keywords are generic terms that are going to be used by Python itself. So Python doesn't allow these words to be used by programmers or user to create their program. So they have got special meaning, and those meanings are defined by Python, and it is stored in Python interpreter. And this helps Python interpreter to recognize the structure of the program. So all these reserved words are having some special purpose. So we can see the word break, if, for, true and false. We cannot use this word to create user elements. So again, we come back to our program where you can see the same program on the screen. Now here we can spot there are only two keywords which are there in the program. All other are user elements. So the two keywords are print. When you say print, print has got only one work, that is a special purpose, printing everything on the screen. And here the A, B, C are programmer defined elements. In the last slide, we have seen Python interpreter. I will deep dive into this. What happens when a Python program goes for execution? So this is the source code, and when we press run this, what happens with the program? So this is the thing which works in the background. Whenever we have got our Python program, the compiler of Python converts the source code into bytecode. Once the bytecode has been formed, it is given to the interpreter. Then Python interpreter runs in virtual machine, and then it converts the bytecode into the machine code. Now, once the machine code is generated, our processor is going to execute the machine code. And finally, we see the output on the screen. So when you see this output, just remember all the processing done by the processor behind the scene with the help of Python. Moving ahead with our next token, that is identifier. Identifiers are playing an important role in creation of program. We will take this as a real world example. We all are human being, and we have got our unique names. So our parents have given us the names, so we are identified by those names. So similarly, whenever we are creator of the programs, we should understand the role and importance of identifiers. So identifiers are the name which are given to different elements of program like variable, objects, list, dictionaries, whatever you are going to create in the program. Program require identifier which helps Python to know what are the user defined elements. So we'll go ahead and we'll see how we are going to define an identifier. So we need to follow several rules. So when we are going to define an identifier, we need to understand that it can consist any letter or digit in any order, except the first letter must not be a digit. So all identifier should start with alphabets, and even we can use a special character underscore. In Python or any other programming language, we cannot start identifier name with a digit, that is a number 0 to 9. Second rule says that we can use underscore as a character. So eh, only underscore is allowed in the identifier names. Spaces are not allowed. So whenever we are defining a identifier, we should take care that we are not using any space. Then special characters are not allowed, like at the rate, dollar, even hyphen is not allowed. An identifier must not be a keyword of Python. So we have seen the first token was keyword, and keywords are also known as reserve word, which has got specific meaning in Python. So what are reserved by Python, we cannot use it as an identifier. And last, variable name should be meaningful, which easily represent a logic. So we'll take a look at several example. So like here, we can see the variable are A, B, X. Those are the identifier which is only consisting of letters. We can have like A1, A2, B1, B2, but we cannot have 1A, 1B. You can also have name, age, length, breadth, anything. With the use of underscore, we can have like underscore P, underscore Q. It can represent a coordinate in our geometrical figure. And you can also see there is another identifier which is like a roll number. So when we write roll number in any English form, we used to have a space in between. So spaces are not allowed. So we can take advantage of underscore to separate out the word. So like roll number can be written as roll underscore number. Even you can have first underscore name, like street address. So street underscore address, and so on. And lastly, we should understand that identifier name should be meaningful. Like whenever we are defining any variable in program, like calculation of area of circle, so that circle calculation, area of circle calculation is depending on radius. So we need a radius variable where user can input the value to it. So you can create the variable name with radius, rad, or r. In the last slide, we have seen the variable or identifier name can be of indefinite length, means the length is not defined in Python. We can have any number of length to give a name, but it is suggested that small and sweet identifier names are used so that it will be going to used further in the program, so it will be easy to write. And Python has got variable or identifier name as case sensitive. So what does that mean? So uppercase letter and smaller case letters will be considered as different identifier. So here is an example. You can see the word sum, sum, sum. It can represent any number of total. Now there are four style of writing sum: sum with small letter, sum with capital letter, and you can see two more variation: S capital, U small, M capital, and fourth one is S small letter, U small case, and then M in capital letter. So the when you are going to use all this in one program, these all are going to be considered as four different identifier, not one sum. Okay. So here on the screen, we have given all the valid identifiers. Now we will see directly on the Python shell that what are invalids identifier. So here we are on the Python shell. Now we have seen that identifier can have all the characters and digits, but digits cannot come in start. So like if I write A1 is equal to 7, so this is a valid identifier. Now if I write 1A equal to 6 or 7, then this is not going to be allowed by Python. Okay. Then spaces are not allowed. So if suppose I write first name is equal to Mudassar, but it's not going to give me the variable. So if I write like this, so it took the value Mudassar for the variable or identifier first name. We cannot have special symbols. So like I write dollars equal to 679. So again, see, it's not allowing dollar symbol to be used with the dollar identifier. Then we can also use roll hyphen number to see that it can be used as a separator or not, because I told that we can use underscore for separating out two words in a identifier. So like I wrote like this, then it says that there is a wrong assignment because it is considering roll minus number. So roll is Python is telling us that roll is one variable which is getting minused or subtracted by the number no is the another variable, but this is not the case. We are defining only one variable which is known as roll underscore number. Now it will take it. So this can be there, and lastly we cannot use any keywords. So we have seen break is a keyword. If I write break h, see again, it is not going to give me the value. Or again, I'll write if equal to single quote for. So it is not allowing me to define variable identifier names as break or if. So I hope you have understood this. So we are moving ahead with our third token, that is literals. Again, literals are the value which has been given to the identifiers. Just now in the last screen, we have defined first underscore name is equal to Mudassar. So here, the first underscore name will be represented as identifier known as variable. A variable named as first underscore name will further going to be used in program, and whenever the variable is going to be used as first underscore name, it will always have a value Mudassar. So literals are the value or a constant or a data item that has been assigned to the variable. So Python has got several kinds of literals. We can see on the screen, that is string literals, numeric literals, boolean, and one is a special literal known as none. So we will see all this directly live on the Python shell. So here we are going to see different types of literal directly on the Python shell. So first one was string literal. So whenever we are defining a string, we should have an identifier which will have a value. So string literals can be defined using three types. One is with the help of single quotes, with the help of double quotes, and with the help of triple quotes. So we will define one by one each. So like I am writing first name is equal to single quote Mudassar and closing single quote. So this accepted the value of Mudassar for the first name. So if I write print, so this is how it accepted and it's printed on the screen. Now we will see another example of string literal with the help of double quotes. Like so education, I'm writing it edu. So this accepted the value of MSc Computer Science in the variable education. So when I write edu, it gives me the output on the screen. So now look, when I use print function and the variable, it gives me directly value. But when I type directly edu on the prompt, it gives the value with the single quote. So this represents that your variable or identifier is accepted by Python. Now we will see the one which is known as string with triple quotes. So that triple quotation mark represent a multi-line string. So here I wrote address Mumbai, Maharashtra, India, and see the first three double quotes in starting and the ending three double quotes in the end. So when I press enter, it accepted it. So when I write address and press enter, it will give me the value like this. But see the difference when I use print function and type and print the value of address in that. So it gives me in the multi-line format. So you can see this is the character which is been attached by Python. It is known as a special escape sequence character which represent a new line. So this is only visible when we are printing it directly with the variable on the prompt. But when we are using in print function interpret that and it actually places the character and then it gives a new line to the value. So look, Mumbai is in one line and then Maharashtra is in second line. Now we'll move ahead with the numeric literal. So if you say radius is equal to 5. So it accepted the value of radius and I print radius, it will give me the value as 5. Now length is equal to 7.8. So this is a decimal value. It accepted that also. So this is how numeric values work. There are more variations of numeric value we will see in due course of time. Then there is Boolean variables. You already know. So it is like is day. So if it is day, so then it will give you the value as true. So this is like true and false. Even you can have an expression where you can write like this. Well is equal to 6 is less than 4. So this will give us value. This will evaluate the expression since 6 is less than 4. Is it true or false? So it will evaluate that and whatever is the answer, it will give it to the well. But this 6 is never less than 4. So it will give us value of well will be always false. Now we will come to the end of the literals, that is special type of literal, that is none. So we'll look at that. Now why it is required to define anything none. See, Python is allowing us to create variable with a value. So in the initial phases of program, if you don't have any value or variable role defined, so you can define the variable with the none type. For example, so look, search is equal to none. So when I write type of search, so we'll see what is the type of search. So you can see it is type none. So we have learned so far what is the Python character set and what is a token. In tokens, we have covered three topics, that is keywords, identifiers, and literals. The last two topics, that are operators and punctuators, we will bring you in the next tutorial. So let us revise what we did. We started with the Python character set. So always remember, a programming language is formed with the help of a character set, and that character set has to be known by all, because what is allowed and what is not allowed, that we have to understand. Then we have came to tokens, where tokens are the smallest individual unit of program, and they are the base of forming the program. So token considered as keyword, identifiers, and literals, operators, and punctuator. So keywords are one which are having special purpose in Python, and they cannot be used as a normal identifiers. Then we came to identifiers, where identifiers are those where it is going to be used as a programmer elements, and literals are the values which are given to the identifiers. And last but not the least, we have not covered operators and punctuator in this tutorial. We will come with another video on that. So thank you for watching with us. Hope you like our video and tutorial and explanation. Everyone, we need your comment and feedbacks to improve our videos quality and explanation. Do like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos.